My name is Seneca Dunmore. I am a motivational speaker. I also teach with Houston Community College some of their computer science courses, but definitely speaking and empowering women is my passion. So how I got into it is actually kind of funny story. I was with the women's ministry at my church, and so we go through this 10-month internship program where you're basically invited in by the elders of the church. And it's a pretty intensive program where you study for like 10 months. You know, you're studying the Bible. First 6 months they're teaching you, and then the last 4 months you're actually teaching them. And so I was asked to do a presentation on finding peace. And so I thought, what better to do than the book of Job? And so I came with the book of Job and gave this awesome lecture. And I just remember my women's ministry director saying, Seneca, did you know you had the gift of teaching? And I was like, no, you just asked me to present a lesson, and that's what I did. And so ever since then, I've just loved motivating and loved teaching. So that's kind of how I got into it. Well, you know, the media presents these images to us of women who are, you know, they have the flawless skin, the perfect hair, the Coke bottle figures. But a lot of times they don't tell you that most of that stuff is airbrushed and photoshopped before you ever get to see it. Absolutely. So when people see me, they automatically assume I have this fabulous diet. I work out 7 days a week, you know, and that's simply not the case. I always tell people, well, if you really knew my story, you probably wouldn't want to trade places with me.
Right.
So around freshman year, I remember it was the second semester of my freshman year in college. I was at Tuskegee University. A friend called me up one day and invited me out for dinner. Hey, okay. So we go, we have this fabulous dinner, and I just remember after dinner feeling incredibly full, like something was wrong. I just started salivating at the mouth and like, okay, just hurry up and get me home. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I ate the wrong thing. So I get to my dorm and I throw up. Okay, I didn't think anything of it. Just had a little bit too much to eat. Maybe ate some raw oysters that were a little too raw.
Right.
And so from that moment on, my life was not the same. So I'm going from doctor to doctor, all these different gastroenterologists trying to find out what was wrong, and nobody could tell me what was wrong. I was having all of these digestive issues, and nobody could come up with a solution for me. So I literally went from 120 pounds to 80 pounds in 2 months.
Wow.
Drastic weight loss. And I never forget the look on my dad's face when I came home that Christmas, because to go from 120 pounds to 80 pounds overnight, he just looked like, oh my God, what's wrong? And I remember going to different doctors, and we're just trying to find a solution, and nobody could offer any answers. Well, I went in for what was supposed to be a simple procedure, and so an endoscopy, I don't know if you've ever heard that, but it's where they go in with the little scope and it has a camera. Exactly. So they're trying to see if you have any cancer, any polyps, any, you know, ulcers or anything like that. Well, they didn't find anything. So I had a second one. Well, this time they saw that I had a very narrow stricture. So they couldn't even go all the way down. So they tried to dilate the stricture, and it ended up rupturing. So now I'm bleeding internally.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So I remember when they started the procedure, it was just me, the doctor, and a nurse. When I woke up, it was me, the doctor, 4 surgeons, the nurses, my dad sitting on the bed next to me, and my mom standing in the corner. So immediately I knew something was wrong.
Right.
So one of the doctors stepped forward and said, well, Ms. Dunmore, we went in and noticed you had a very narrow stricture. We tried to dilate it and it ruptured. So you're bleeding internally. We need to rush you into surgery immediately. Do you have any questions?
Well, yeah. I mean, hey.
What do you have to do?
This is a lie.
Yeah, what do you have to do to get this right?
Any questions?
Oh my God.
So my dad looks and he's like, well, doctor, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious is this surgery? And the doctor said, well, sir, this is major surgery. I've got to be very honest with you, but I guarantee you that we have her in the hands of some of the best surgeons here in Houston. He said there's a 50% chance she could make it. There's a 50% chance that she could have adverse reactions to the anesthesia, and we could lose her.
A 50-50 chance.
So we're just flipping a coin here, people.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, this could be the day I lose my life. You're sitting here telling me that I have a 50% chance of making it and a 50% chance that I could be dead in the next couple of hours.
Wow.
Okay, reality check.
Absolutely. If you didn't know before.
This was a serious reality check. And so the nurse steps forward and she said, well, Ms. Dunmore, we need to go ahead and get the IV started. Would you like us to do it now or when we put you down?
Man.
Okay,
These
you know,
questions.
all of this
These
terminology.
questions.
Yeah, I'm like, put me down. I'm not a Labrador. What do you mean, put me down?
Yes.
So I just remember being rolled into this room, of course, with the blinding white lights, and I see this arm coming down over me with this mask. And so I grabbed the arm and I said, "Sir, are you getting ready to put me under?" He said, "No, no, no, no. This will just help relax you. Just take a couple of deep breaths.
Lies you tell.
One breath, 2 breaths, I'm out."
Of course.
Okay, I wake up several hours later in ICU, surrounded by family and friends. For the first 3 days in ICU, I was blind,
Seneca.
could not see.
Wow.
For the first 3 days in ICU. My sight didn't return until the 4th day when they moved me to my own room. So
Why
I
was that? Why?
I don't know if it was a combination of the drugs and the morphine. I have no idea. But literally, you know, that morphine is a powerful drug. Let me
Absolutely.
tell you, if
Uh-huh.
you've never experienced morphine, it is a powerful drug. And I remember on the 4th day when they moved me to my room, I asked the doctors to take me off the morphine. And he said, "Well, Ms. Dunmore, you won't be able to handle the pain without it. We should keep you on it." And I was like, "No, take me off." And I remember that night there was a little young intern or something who came in to change out the morphine pump, and he ended up overdosing me.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So now
Wow.
I'm a vegetable all night
Wow.
because I am just like
So doped up.
so doped up. Okay, you ain't never felt a high like this.
Wow.
Where you're just like, you don't know day from night. You're
Yeah.
just like in a zone.
So how long did that go on?
Oh, all night until the morphine wore off. So of course the next morning I'm like, really, you got to take me off of this.
Please
take me off this morphine. And
Okay.
it was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in some severe
Yeah.
pain because they basically just ripped my body apart.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Mhm.
surgery is just so hard on the body.
Mhm.
And I remember, you know, they released me on the 9th day, and I remember the surgeon walking into my room and he said, "Well, Ms. Dunmore, it's probably a good idea that you just go ahead and withdraw from school." I was doing my master's at that time, and I was like, "Well, I really don't want to do that." He said, "Well, you probably won't be able to keep up with the other students." Because of course they're going to have you so doped up on all these painkillers and things like that and antibiotics. So he was like, you know, just go ahead and withdraw this semester.
Gosh.
So against the doctor's orders, not only did I not withdraw, but I made a 4.0 that
Well,
semester.
Hello.
Well, you can't tell me anything.
You can't
Okay.
tell me what my God has in store for me.
Thank you. Okay,
You don't tell me nothing. Not my father.
right.
Look, you not my dad.
Exactly. You can't tell me what my guy can do.
Yes.
Okay, I did not withdraw from school. I stayed out for about 3 weeks, returned to school, and made a 4.0 that semester. And nobody knew what was going on.
Wow.
Now, mind you, I couldn't carry anything over 5 pounds, so I would have to drag my book bag on the ground walking into class.
But that's okay.
It was
You went to
okay.
Because I
class.
was there.
I'm there.
And people drag their book bags now.
I just dragged my book bag
Yeah.
into class, and half the time I was so delusional from all the medication, but I pressed through and I was like, I started this program and I said I was going to finish in a year and a half, and I'm going to do that.